Welcome back to Trading Wars. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a video on my success stories and some tools that I've used to help me achieve my dreams in my life. And I really feel compelled to share with you guys my journey as well as the tools that I've used because I see a lot of people struggling with different issues these days. And I feel that if I can help in any way, whether it's through my trading platforms or whether it's through just talking about different things, I definitely want to do that. Okay. So I want to keep this very simple, very to the point, and let's start from the beginning. So I'm a big believer in dreaming, planning, and acting. So the dream is where everything starts. One thing that's a major principle to me, and I'm sure you'll agree upon, is that everything in this world, everything in this reality comes from a thought. Whether it's a car, a chair, a pyramid, the atomic bomb, it all started with a single thought from someone. Whether it's electrical cars, or whether it's advanced scientific cloning, whatever it is, someone thought about that, and that is the key to our success in this world. Is that we need to control our thoughts, and we need to think in a way that's going to help us achieve our goals. Okay. So at the end of the day, we are creators, and that's what humans do. That's how we've progressed, and we're at the top of the food chain, and at the top of the species on this planet, is because we create. We create civilizations, we create technology, we create education, we create love and community, and that's why we're creators. And creation is a two-sided sword, because you can also create negativity, evilness, hate, and you see that a lot online. But if we can focus our creative thoughts into positivity and figuring out how to create value for ourselves and for the world, that's when you become successful. Because for me, success is defined by pursuing a worthy goal that you have and being able to achieve it. So whatever that goal is, it's going to come down to your thoughts, your plans, and your actions, right? So I'm going to just speak a little bit about the stories that I've gone through and some tips for you all. And then I'm going to move on to another topic. But today, mostly I want to talk about the dream. So I come from a family of immigrants, and I was a flower delivery boy when I was 14, 15, 16 years old. I used to deliver flowers into the big offices in downtown, to the CPAs, the lawyers, the doctors. And when I used to go upstairs and deliver those flowers, I used to get like pity looks, or people look down on me like, this kid is delivering flowers, what is he going to amount to in his life? And, not, it wasn't always negative like that, but you could sense that. And especially when I was in the elevators with all these big lawyers and doctors, and, they would look at me because I would have on my, my big jackets, my big sweaters in the winter, delivering flowers. And sometimes I felt like they looked down on me. But that's where my dream started. My dream at that age was, if they can be a doctor, a lawyer, or CPA, I can too. And that is what I mean by dreaming, is no matter what anyone tells you or how other people think about you, is believing in yourself and dreaming that you can be whatever you want. Okay. So I had a dream back then that I was going to be a CPA and I was going to be a professional, because no one in my family had graduated from university, and I was going to be the first person. And I went on to do that. I'm a very successful CPA right now, and I love my practice. And it all started with a dream. And a lot of people didn't think I would get where I am today, but it's because of my ability to harness my thoughts and believe in myself. The next example that I have was in grade 10, I got a 51% in my math class. I passed by 1%, and I was looking like I was going to fail and not get to university. And I made up my mind that I'm not good in math, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to dream, and that I could be. I believed that I could be. And then I went on to get a 3.82 out of 4 GPA in university, which was one of the highest marks in my class. So for you who went to university, you know how hard that is to get, and college. So the point is, no matter what, you have to be able to dream. And that's the biggest issue that we have today, is that we've stopped dreaming. everyone in this world is either living someone else's dream or they're too scared to dream on their own. And the last example that I'm going to talk about before we get into more of what you can do about it is at 17 years old, I was working midnight shifts from 12 to 8 in the morning. And I became the youngest supervisor at the pharmacy that I was working for. I was supervising people that were 30, 40, 50 years old, and I was 17. And again, that started from the same thing. When I got to that company, I believe that if someone else can do pricing or product management, or if someone else can be a supervisor and deal the cash register, I can too. Okay. And that's what it comes down to, is the dream. So the issue is we don't dream enough. Our dreams are too small, and we dream other people's dreams. If you ever looked at a newborn baby, they're pretty helpless when they're born. They can't walk, they can't crawl, they can't eat. But that baby looks to its parents and those around them and has a dream that they can walk, that they can crawl, that they can talk one day. And at such a young age, within a few years, that baby can be doing everything, right? And that state of being in a environment where you don't have barriers around you is what the key is to success. Because as we grow, we become conditioned. We have people around us, whether it's our family, friends, or teachers, or whoever in our community, that says you're not good enough, that you can't dream big, you can't do this. And that's what really pushes us back in our life. So another point that I wanted to mention is that when we sleep, we have some of the most craziest, fantastical dreams. And the reason is because we disconnect from those boundaries and those constraints that we have in our life. And a lot of great inventors have said many of their inspirations have come from dreams or being in the dream state. So we know what the issue is. The issue is that we're not dreaming enough. We're not dreaming big enough. And most of us are living someone else's dreams. And we know that our thoughts create our reality. So the more time we spend with poor dreaming and poor creation in our mind, the less we'll be able to succeed, right? So what can we do about it? So I'm a big believer in what practical things can we do, okay? And this is the most important thing that I'm going to tell you guys today, okay? And that is you need to step out of your comfort zone. Because when you put yourself into new situations, your consciousness raises and your ability to dream grows. So as an example, when you travel somewhere that you've never went before, you meet new people, you get an idea of a new culture, you have new challenges, new experiences, and that allows your mind to see the world in a different perspective. When you speak to new people, when you research new things and you push yourself, your mind, your consciousness grows. So that is going to help you to dream bigger, right? The other thing is using a tool like this, just a simple mind map tool, sitting down every day and writing out whatever goals you have and just brainstorming and dreaming about how can I achieve my goals. If you do that for 30 minutes a day and you add that up over a year, you spent hundreds of hours towards your goal. And all it takes is one great idea to break that ice and to get you to your dream and your success. And the last thing is break your conditioning. So if you're conditioned where you don't believe in yourself or you don't believe in you have these abilities, what you need to do is you need to get into a state of mind, whether it's through being grateful for what you have or whether it's through some type of meditation, to lift those barriers and to really allow yourself to think without any restrictions. Okay, so just to summarize again, this is part 1 of my Dream Plan Act series. And to achieve success, we need to dream, we need to plan, and we need to act. The dreaming is the first step. And the reason why we don't succeed is because we have constraints and conditions on our dreams that we gotten as we gotten older. We don't dream big enough and we live other people's dreams. To get over that, what we need to do is we need to really step out of our comfort zone and break those paradigms that we live in so we can see the world in different perspectives and allow us to dream. The next thing we have to do is just do daily brainstorming, because the thoughts and ideas that you have, we often put no weight on them. But when you get them on a piece of paper, over a period of weeks, you'll find the most fantastical ideas. And the last thing is to try to break your conditioning through practicing gratitude, being happy for what you have instead of always coming from a negative perspective on life. All right. So this is part one. I know it's a little bit different than what I do, but I hope this helps you guys that need it. And I know there are some of you that will enjoy this. All right. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day.